Dan Huls at Huls Dairy, and I'm a fourth generation here on the farm. My great-granddad brought my granddad here in 1909 when he was 9 years old. So we've been here a while. We've been in the dairy business virtually forever. My dad and granddad started what I believe was the first grade A dairy in Ravalli County, Montana in 1950. We are located in western Montana, 40 miles south of Missoula on Highway 93. We are on the east side of the Bitterroot Valley. These are bred heifers, so they are our replacements. They will be coming to work in a few months. So we raise all of our own replacements. So at any given time, to milk 360 cows, we might have between 800 and 900 animals on the farm, including baby calves. We're inspected by the state Department of Livestock, and they come at random times and just check our system for cleanliness and that everything is up to code. After the milking shift is done, the milkers are hooked up to the CIP system. The pipeline in the milkers and everything that the milk touches is washed by a clean in place system. That process is a warm water rinse, then a wash with caustic soda, and then a rinse with an acid rinse, which changes the pH from about 13 on the caustic side to 3 on the acid side. The wastewater that we produce is mixed with our manure into the manure system, and then we process that manure and separate the water portion from the solid portion, compost the solid portion, and sell that as a fertilizer to gardeners locally and throughout the state. For a time, my parents owned the Ravalli County Creamery, and there they processed milk from the Bitterroot Valley into dairy products, a full line of cheese, cheddars, Colby's, their own brand called Chezzarella, which was a mixture between cheddar and mozzarella. They packaged fluid milk, made cottage cheese and butter. I think the artisan cheese industry is definitely something that I would be optimistic about. The commodity market is a tough game to play, and that's your cheddars and your cheese like that. So, but on the artisan side, I think there's a lot of demand for that, especially local products. It could be argued that the automated process might give you a more consistent commodity product, such as your cheddars and whatnot. But when you're artisan cheese, I think that requires human intervention and requires an artisan. Right. The artisan cheese would be of a higher quality, better flavor, more gourmet acceptable, those kind of things. The milk supply is of key importance. Of course, your raw product always has a determination and an effect on your finished product. There's just no way around that. Antibiotics, that's one of the myths about organic versus non-organic milk. All milk is non-antibiotic, period. When the milk truck driver comes to our farm to pick up our milk, they take a sample and they start running a test. Before he leaves with our load of milk, he knows if there is a drop of antibiotic in that milk.
Statewide, the milk pool has to have some surplus in order for everybody to have an adequate supply of milk. It requires a surplus. So the surplus milk then is shipped down to Idaho to Nelson Ricks primarily. They make cheese down there with it, cheddar cheese mostly. Well, we all strive for quality. Everybody does. We and Lewis's both have been awarded quality premiums most of the time. Every once in a while you might have a hiccup, but for the most part, our milk is fantastic. Fantastic cheese, fantastic milk to drink, which is our market currently. Breakfast table. This is the milk you pour on your cereal. We have one migrant worker that we employ here at Huls Dairy, and he comes in April, and he will stay into the first part of October and then travel back home. He's been with us, I think, about 8 years. So he's a wonderful young man, a good worker. When he shows up, we don't have to say, Trino, go here or go there or do this or do that. He just does. So it's wonderful.
Well, you asked about a cheese plant in Montana and what I thought about it. I think that certainly if it's a place where we can go with surplus milk that saves us some freight, and if you can generate industry in Montana that provides jobs and provides adding value to Montana products, I think those are all good things. Well, I think it could have a positive impact on Montana dairy producers if it gives an outlet for milk that's being produced that's in the surplus category. Our milk is primarily utilized in Class 1, which is a fluid milk product. And if that provides a market for some of the extra milk that might be produced in this state, certainly could benefit all the farmers in Montana.